The view's fantastic. The view is of downtown Chicago.
After the rush, a rush hour.
Yeah, always running around, always working through traffic.
Daisy Arashiba settles into his 2-bedroom, 1.5-bath apartment. The comic actor and musician calls this home and home office for,
7 years?
But this year he discovered his nest.
Was that a falcon?
Expanded, unexpectedly.
Well, I'm sure the Chicago Housing Authority's like, that's not a legal bedroom out there in the balcony.
Part of his 28th floor Lakeview apartment was taken over by a pair of squawky squatters.
When they get together, they become kind of the Bickersons. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, I've been flying around hunting things. And what do you got? I got something. I just killed it. You want to eat some? Sure.
Peregrine falcons are a bird of prey traditionally nesting in places like barren cliff faces.
And I happen to have empty window boxes because I'm a terrible gardener.
He branded the birds after famous musicians.
Steve and Linda, because Steve Perry and Linda Perry.
Eventually discovering his new neighbors made more than music.
And there are 4 chicks. There's Luke Perry, Katy Perry, Joe Perry, and because it's Chicago, Refrigerator Perry.
The birds are federally protected, so it is against the law to move the nest. Arashiba has limited access to his balcony for about another month. That's when this feathered family could say farewell.
Chicks that have been born here have ended up as far away as Ecuador.
For now, the hum of traffic is part of the lullaby for 4 newborns. The Windy City providing a perch and one man providing the rent for some temporary tenants.
So there they are. Unfortunately, I'm okay with it.
Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News.
God, I can't trust these feet.
Drawn to a formidable facade, dozens hang by their fingers and feet.
Bug that gets every climber is
People craving adrenaline and pulling away from the pull of gravity.
this addiction to be off the ground.
But one man at Chicago's Brooklyn Boulders is cheating gravity in a way not many can believe.
He's an incredibly strong climber. Like one of the strongest I've seen.
You clip the left one.
One of the things you'll notice about Julian Juju Gask
Merci.
is his French accent.
I mean, thanks.
The other thing is what he's wearing on his leg.
So I just have to undo these things. Then I cut an opening here so I could fit in.
Cancer's grip latched onto the soft tissue in his right foot. It needed to be removed.
There was also part of me that was like, why me? It's so unfair. I need my foot to climb.
The man with a passion for climbing eventually approached rounds of chemotherapy, like he approaches scaling a surface.
Just grab the next hold. Keep moving forward.
Insurance paid for treatments, a walking prosthesis, but not a leg he can use for climbing.
By now, it just defines who I am.
In an effort to keep cancer from claiming both his foot and his identity, he made his own climbing foot.
Nailed it here.
A collection of duct tape, shoe parts, plastic, and wood provides a temporary solution. Friends convinced him to set up a GoFundMe webpage. The goal, to raise a couple $1,000s for a more permanent and professionally made prosthetic, donating nearly $8,000.
It's a great feeling.
Julian Gask proves perseverance comes in all forms. Sometimes you only need to look up to find it. Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News.
It's unbelievable.
Flags still fly in this neighborhood. Some, however, adapt to no longer having a flagpole.
I got inside just in time.
The aftermath of the tornado is overwhelming for Doug Truran, and he's not alone.
You want to cry, man. Every morning I wake up, just brings tears to my eyes. Really does. It's hard.
Neighbors find comfort in each other's arms. James Dertinger relies on his girlfriend's embrace. The truck behind him carries all he has left.
Starting from zero, basically.
Friends are in the hospital. People are passed away. It's a tragedy. It really is.
Most of the people that are out there probably starting from zero again.
An EF4 tornado wrapped siding around trees and crushed cars like soda cans.
There was a 2x6 right through my door.
Dozens of homes damaged, with the storm's impact felt well beyond a community's possessions.
It's a major catastrophe and hurt a lot of people.
While a Fairdale sign once tipped over is back upright, we cannot say the same for all the utility lines in this area. One worker telling us it may be until Monday before power is restored to impacted households. In Fairdale, Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News. If moving into a house is a fluid process, consider this unpacking.
My son's clothes.
one step toward feeling at home for Kristen Skinderi, husband Ozzy, and 14-month-old baby Nixon.
His Santa outfit.
All are temporarily staying at Kristen's mom's in Des Plaines.
It's not nap time yet, buddy.
It is their first weekend back after a frightening journey beginning with what doctors told them was a death sentence.
They said, enjoy your son, because he will probably not live past the age of 3.
About 9 months ago, the family learned Nixon had Gaucher's disease. That's when the body lacks an enzyme leading to organ damage. It can be as fatal as it is rare.
He's like 1 of 12 in the world.
But rather than move towards mourning, over the past several months, the couple moved from place to place to save their son.
We went to a children's hospital in Cincinnati, Ohio.
We lived in Loyola.
The only real places we visited were hospitals.
We lived in Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh.
There, doctors performed an umbilical cord stem cell transplant. The process included chemotherapy, killing the disease, but also Nixon's ability to fight off infection. The transplant offered a way to rebuild what Gaucher's and treatment destroyed.
That's my guy.
Yeah, buddy.
It also rebuilt a family's sense of hope.
There's nothing showing that he has Gaucher's disease anymore.
The next move they hope to make is even further away from a deadly disease.
So surreal to be back here in Chicago.
The Skinderis are not calling this a cure. Because of the rarity of Nixon's case, doctors aren't sure what his future holds. What they have said, his life expectancy is now greater than age 3. His parents hoping to be part of it for much, much longer than that. When there are so many bright lights in this big city, it takes a special glow to provide a memorable show. The caretaker of all this electric current is artist Colleen Plum.
I work with light.
And her lights are about
There we go.
to delight.
Oh, look at that! Total surprise. I mean, I was totally surprised. Oh, you're so cute!
Video of zoo elephants blankets the wall of the Broadway Armory. It is a brick wall turned urban canvas stretching about 30 by 30 feet.
People have screamed like, what is that? The trunk! I wouldn't mind this for my house, actually.
The woman who uses a trunk to showcase all these trunks says it is the result of visiting 50 zoos over 5 years.
Oh, well, let's go see.
She calls the art installation 30 times a minute, adding it shows one common behavior.
They rock back and forth.
Plum says it is the product of anxiety, a reactive motion, as the large animals are often confined to smaller spaces than their natural habitat.
They do that only in captivity. They don't do it in the wild.
In a place where lights are common, one artist hopes her ray of conservation makes an impression.
We need much more of this in the city. 100%. Where do we see art? We can see art anywhere.
Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News.
I lost my job at the end of 2012.
In the final moments of busy holiday shopping, it is possible to miss Brian and his dog Blue.
Oh, big boy, there you go.
Like many others panhandling, they rely on the kindness of strangers.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you very much. God bless you.
And as night begins to close out the season of sales and shopping,
Ho, ho, ho.
Richard McNeil and his sister are bringing the last-minute shopping to those less fortunate.
What's up, boss man? You need anything?
He gives out food and water.
Got it? Yeah. Good.
For those asking for help, there is clothing.
I've got some pants.
His bag is full of his own clothes and others donated by friends. He has used his own cash to buy strangers food.
Need a sandwich, some water.
What he asks for in return
Shake my hand, boss.
costs only a smile and a greeting.
Give me some. Bless you, man.
If you asked why he's spending his own money and time outside when so many are inside a shopping store,
Just hit me like, why not be a blessing before Christmas?
holiday inspiration unwrapped and delivered on the streets of Chicago.
So many times we have our hands out instead of giving someone something.